like junior year, bro, I didn't know nobody in my school. Like, I was unknown. I tried to tap in with soccer, but my passion for that was gone. I realized I wasn't really going anywhere. That was a perfect time to go ahead and make a shift.
So that's insane. Let's put a pause on that. Six-figure barber at 18.
Supply, demand, numbers, systems, and you know, especially within the barber industry, we actually have like a lack of these basic business principles that every other business follows.
What do you think separates those price points, right? You being 3 times as young as him being 3 times older in the game. Why are you able to cut for 85 and he's able to cut for 35?
Well, because the person who can be successful as a barber in that situation, say they have the mindset and the habits of a successful person, they're going to be successful in any field that they go into, as long as they understand the ideas of consistency and trusting the process of growth and putting in work even when you don't see results.
So to quote our friend, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Yeah, so in 5 years, bro, honestly.
So why coaching? Because I know that, you know, you become a barber, you get on your chair, you get your reps in, whatever, you get your clientele, and then you eventually want to own a shop.
Yeah.
Like, I thought that was it. Like, you own shops, you own multiple shops, or whatever. Why not that?
Yeah, bro. So I actually hear that a lot. Well, you know, why I'm not in the shop?
Yeah.
When am I gonna start opening my own shop? For sure, bro. And like for me, it was just.
Last question before whatever happens, happens. What would you say is your definition of success?
100%, bro. Success means, for me, might need multiple things to have success. But overall, like, I feel like success just means.
Bristol, thank you for your time. Thank you for coming.
Bro.
Thank you for making time. It's late, but we're out here, we're grinding. So, quick snapshot of how you got to where you're at today.
Yeah, bro. So I started cutting hair back when I was 17. I'm 18, turning 19 next week, actually. So it's been roughly less than 2 years cutting hair. I started cutting hair in my parents' garage. I was doing free haircuts back there.
Right.
You know, I use social media specifically to scale up my business to a high ticket price point. I started having pretty high months. I guess became a 6-figure barber at 18 years old, fresh out of high school. And from there, I'm now shifting my business model into actually teaching other business owners, other young barbers, and coaching them to, you know, increase their revenue and scale up their business.
So that's insane. Let's put a pause on that. 6-figure barber at 18.
Yeah.
Like, you know, growing up, you hear your parents talk like, hey, go to school, get a good paying job, make 6 figures, get your house, get your dog, get your wife, get your 2 kids, and, you know, American dream has been made.
Yeah.
What did you feel like? What was those emotions that you went through the moment that you knew you were hitting those 6 figures?
Well, bro, I mean, I guess I always knew that it was coming to me. It was just a matter of when. And so I always like to think that, you know, once I got into the game and I had seen other barbers making those 10K months, charging 100 per cut, I knew that I was eventually going to achieve that level. It was just a question of when. And so that's what it really came down to for me. It was just a question of when. And so originally I had thought it would take me years to get up to that point. I remember I told my parents, I said, you know, I'm going to graduate high school and I'm going to go to college. And then by the end of those 4 years, hopefully I'll be making, you know, 6 figures as a barber for when I go full time. So I thought the process would take me about 4 years. And
that's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy that I achieved it so much quicker, bro, than I thought. Yeah.
That's crazy.
For sure, bro.
Dude. That's insane. So I haven't asked you yet, where are you from? Were you born here or where are you from?
Yeah, bro. So I'm actually from a military family. So
oh yeah, right. I think we talked about that.
Yeah, I was born in Texas, bro, and then I just grew up like moving around, you know. So this was like, I lived in the DMV for like 2 years, bro. This is my second year in the DMV. I came here, you know, my junior year of high school, bro, from overseas. So I was staying there for like 2 years as well, and then 2 years in another country, Belgium. So I was overseas for like a total of 6 years, bro.
6 years?
Yes, sir.
How was that?
It was an interesting experience, bro. Like, you learn a lot being out of the country. But like overall, my school was in English and everything, so it wasn't like that crazy different.
Right.
I was saying a little experience.
And why barber?
Why barber? Well, I'm not gonna lie, like I had been wanting to, you know, get into barbering.
Right.
For a long time. I was always watching like tutorials on YouTube, like 360 DZ.
Right.
When I was younger and all that. And like, you know, I had a lot of good experience with barbers growing up and a lot of bad experiences. But I always just felt like it was something that was like, you know, it was a satisfying like to watch. It looked fun.
Right.
So I thought, let me try it out.
Right.
So I was someone who had like wants, I guess, but I never took action.
Okay.
When I was young. So I only took action at the end of my junior year of high school. And that's when I said, fuck it, bro. Like, I have one more year. I'm about to be a senior in high school, bro. Like, I have one more year to actually like work towards something that I've been wanting to do, that I've been putting off since I was a freshman. Like, I've wanted to at least try cutting hair just for the fun of it, just like, fuck it. So I've been putting this off, you know, for so long. I have one more year. Like I said to myself, I said, let's see how far I can get with it.
So junior year was your unlock, essentially.
Pretty much, yeah. Junior year was like, junior year. So it was my first year being back, like living in the United States. It was my first year like in a new school. Like junior year, bro, I didn't know nobody in my school. Like I was unknown. Like I just came to that school. I didn't know too many people. I tried to tap in with soccer, but my passion for that was gone. So I eventually just fell off with that. I realized it wasn't really going anywhere. So I realized, you know, that was a perfect time to go ahead and make a shift.
And so rapid growth, you started about a year ago. What do you think was one of the biggest challenges in that rapid growth, right? Because like as a business owner, I know that, and at least in our industry, when you grow, the biggest obstacle you have is just your capital, right? Your cash. Your cash reserves, you grow, you buy a lot of equipment, you buy a lot of trucks, you buy this and this and that, a lot of laborers, employees. What was one of the biggest bottlenecks or biggest challenge that you had in your industry?
For sure, bro. I feel like the biggest bottleneck I would probably have had, bro, was just like the fact that, you know, my unique situation, being younger, being in high school, you know, having a little bit of limiting beliefs at the beginning of my journey and having, you know, self-doubt. You know, it's nice that once you get deeper into your journey, you eventually overcome that. And I would say, like, in terms of like limiting beliefs and self-doubt, you know, I felt like I had actually overcome that being a barber. You know, I'm like the top level of barber, but as a, you know, a business coach now, I'm re-experiencing some of those doubts that I had in myself, and that stress is coming back. And you know, sometimes it serves as a reminder that, like, you know, you're starting something new, so you're gonna be, you know, restarting at a new level. You're not gonna be always the best at everything you do. Everyone has to pass through that process when they start a new industry or a new whatever it may be.
Right, so it's like that. It's like what they say, like there's always someone bigger than you.
Yeah,
right?
100%,
so like,
bro.
Like you can be top dog at level 1, but the moment you go to level 2,
you're back at the start.
You're back to being a puppy,
bro. Yeah,
it's like that humbling experience.
Literally, bro.
Really just sets you back, and you're like, wow, like I thought I was a shit.
Yeah, I thought I had it all figured out, bro.
Turns out I'm actually shit, not
literally, bro.
Shit.
It's like,
so, yeah, that's tough. That's cool. Did you have any influences that kind of made you take the step? Because you can plan it, right? You can say that you're gonna do it, but like, what actually made you do it? Or like take the leap of, hey, I'm gonna just try this barber thing?
I feel like the leap of what made me do it was just seeing like all this barber content on Instagram of like younger barbers. And so when I had seen that, I really realized that, like, you know, it was a whole community of young barbers that were actually cutting hair and, you know, being successful and like learning how to cut. So I was like, I believe 17 at the time. And I'm 18 now. So I thought it's the perfect time to go ahead and get into it. Like I said, it was initially just for fun. I was only like cutting up, you know, my younger brother and everything like that. And I remember like I started off cutting my little brother, bro. I cut myself too. But yeah, bro, I mean, like anything, right? When you start, you're gonna get shit on by everyone. You're gonna get fucking laughed at. Like, that's just the process, bro. That's the great thing about it. That's just the fucking process. Cause when you start, bro, like, everyone at school is fucking, bro, clowning on me, bro, saying my cuts were ass, you know, the usual, bro. Like, this is what happens to anyone. It's a process that you have to go through. For me, like, I didn't really let it get to me that much, so I was able to overcome it. But, you know, in general, I feel like it's something that holds a lot of people back, bro. Like, just the fear of starting, or like the fear of what if, like, you know, what if this, what if that, you know, what if I invest my money into clippers and I don't make it back? What if, you know, whatever, right? Whatever fears that you might have, whatever limiting beliefs that you might have. You know, at the end of the day, you just have to take action and start.
Exactly, preach that. High school, how was that whole process of, you know, making $0, doing cuts for free, to eventually charging what, $40-$60?
Yeah.
That whole year in high school, how was that?
Yeah, bro. So I would say that like generally, you know, when I started, my goal was just to become that high school barber, like to become, you know, everyone in my high school's
Right.
barber. You know, I started to become, get a little more recognition. You know, obviously at the beginning, like it comes with, you know, haters or whatever, like, you know, people talking shit, people trolling,
Yeah.
people not taking you seriously, especially when it's younger people at a high school level. And, you know, people at that young age, like around me, you know, and it kind of rubbed off on me and their limiting beliefs that you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't charge that much. You're still in high school, you know. I'd always
Exactly,
hear,
yeah.
oh, my old barber at that shop has been charging 35, but he's been cutting for 3 times as long as you. I'm not going to go to you. I'm going to go to him. He's been cutting for longer. Or, you know, I'd always have people giving me their 2 cents on what I should do with my life or what I should achieve or how much I should charge. You know,
Right.
I don't think you should charge that. I don't think you should charge that. It's not fair for you to charge me that much. It was always an issue with that type of thing, just to, you know, with being in like that younger high school environment. You know, I was not growing up with a lot of those kids in that high school, so I didn't have any sort of like attachment to them, right? They
Right.
kind of just knew me as a new kid, and then out the cut, I just started cutting hair.
Right.
So that's why I kind of got known as like the barber. You know, I started getting known as the guy who cut hair or whatever, especially when the videos start to go a little more crazy, you know? And yeah, towards the end of high school, like I would say it was a big change. Definitely, I definitely remember telling some close friends in class, like, plans I had within the business. And, you know, so probably a lot of them was shocking. So at the end of the day, like, they were saying, don't raise your prices to $40. You're only 18. You don't need to be making 40 an hour or whatever, you know. Don't raise your prices to 60. That's crazy. But, you know, eventually I scaled my way up to currently 85 a haircut. And if I would have listened to any of those, you know, limiting beliefs, I would have never even got here to where I'm at.
Interesting. So you started 17 or 18 now. It's only been a year?
Yeah, bro. It's been just over a year of cutting hair. Like, I really started end of junior year. And then I graduated this last summer.
Yeah. So success at a young age, how does that feel? How did you manage that? Because when you start out, like you said, you don't have any support, people don't like you, people try to shit on you, whether just because of jealousy or whatever it may be, but they're trying to shit on you. So now that the upside's coming up, how do you manage that?
Well, bro, honestly, like, I don't really feel like I've achieved success yet, I guess. I mean, obviously I've become successful as a barber. I've become success as a barber, I guess. You know, I'm doing well. But overall, right, like, I guess right now, right, like, it just kind of feels like I always want more. Right. So it's like a double-edged sword, right? You're never really satisfied with the progress that you made. Right. But it's also important to like reflect on how far you've come and like to, you know, really be grateful for everything that's happened. Because looking back, bro, like honestly, I was thinking about it the other night. Looking back, you know, before I started barbering, I was a bum, bro. Like I worked at Chipotle. I thought I would, you know, take something with soccer, but I was not even good at that. I was ass at soccer. I was just working fucking at Chipotle, you know, stressing out over my grades in school. I didn't really know what I wanted to do.
Right.
Originally, I thought about going to school to be an engineer. My thought process behind that was that I knew I could make the grades to get it, and I wanted to make money. And to me, you know, that 120K a year seemed like a lot. Right? 10K a month, that seemed like a lot to me at the time in high school. Like that seemed like, you know, if I achieved that by the time I'm 40, I made it.
Yeah, exactly. 6 figures.
The crazy thing is, bro, I ended up achieving it the first year after I graduated high school during the summer, the month after I graduated. So when I did that, I really took the time to reflect and think that I was really going to stay locked in with barbering.
Exactly. Interesting. And so going back to the example of the $35 cut barber that would cut for 3 times as long as you, what do you think separates those price points, right? You at 85 and him at 35, you being 3 times as young as him being 3 times older in the game. Why are you able to cut 85 and he's able to cut for 35?
Well, you know, it's just basic business principles, bro. Supply, demand, numbers, systems, you know, none of that ever lies. And, you know, especially within the barber industry, we actually have like a lack of these basic business principles that every other business follows, bro. Systems, you know, systems in terms of like tracking revenue, tracking clients, you know, tracking basic cash flow in and out of our business. Things like this aren't standard common practices for barbers. It's very rare to see this within the barber industry. So that's something that separated me and helped me to scale to a new level. Second thing was with leveraging social media. That's huge. Social media has always been big within the barber industry, but not everyone does it. Some people are even opposed to it. That's not my thing. I don't want to be a social media guy.
Right.
Social media is just for clout. But I was personally leveraging social media for my own gain within my business. And, it ended up working out for me. I kind of knew from the beginning that leveraging social media was what was going to separate me. I got my first new client from social media back at the $5 haircut price point.
Dang.
Driving to me like 30, 40 minutes.
30 or 40 minutes for a $5 haircut.
For a $5 haircut,
insane.
It was some kid.
That's insane.
So when I had seen that, it really got to me like, wow, if I can do it for this one guy, let's keep it going. And it became, it's like they say, like, I think I've seen some like Instagram posts or whatever, or a client will become a friend faster than a friend will become a client.
Yeah.
That was definitely the case for me. Yeah, all these friends, man, they didn't want to support either.
Exactly.
I'm going to wait until you get better at cutting hair or, now it's those same people who are saying that, oh, I don't want to pay your prices. It's like, bro, you were never even my client.
Yeah, exactly.
My clients, have been loyal to me, stuck with me through multiple price points. Those I really appreciate. They're friends as well, and they never, try and mix with my business or question any of my business choices or, make me feel guilty about how I run my business.
Interesting. Do you think that has something to do with like the amount of value they've perceived from the services, or why do you think friends are not willing to either stick with your pricing or just not trust in your skill?
Yeah, so definitely at the beginning, friends just, it's about how you portray yourself as. So, I always say that like to achieve a certain level of success, you need to kill the old version of you. Well, if people knew that version of you that was bullshitting and that wasn't a serious guy, they're not going to take you as a serious person. But if people meet you as that $85 barber or that $85 version of yourself, if that's their first impression of you, that's going to stick with them. And they're going to realize that that's who you are, right? These other people that might have known you for longer, in their head, you're still that kid that was bullshitting in class, that was all talk, the old version of you that couldn't get shit done, that wasn't like accomplishing anything, just a worse version of yourself. People are going to see you as that, but people who met you when you were learning lessons later on in life, I guess that's how they perceive you more. So it is about perceived value, like you said, for sure.
Interesting. So it kind of plays into the, I can't remember what it was, but it was along the lines of, it's like the less you know, I guess, about a person, right? So like if it were to be flipped, right? If your friends didn't know you at all, and then they met you at the $85 guy that goes to the gym, guy that takes care of himself, charges, does a professional service, this and that, it would be different. Like, okay, you're gonna take care of me, you're gonna do a good job. I'm gonna go ahead and pay for it. But like, since they met you back when you started, back when it was a different mindset, different lifestyle, they're like, oh yeah, he's just doing this for the money. He's not doing things right. He's overpriced.
Yeah, exactly. He's overcharging, whatever it is.
That makes sense.
A lot of people don't really feel like I've earned it. At the end of the day, I know I've earned it, so it's all good, bro. It's all good. I don't need to worry about what other people think.
Exactly. Yeah. That's really cool. That's it. Just as you were talking, it clicked in my head. I was like, wow, it makes sense. It's like a mix of perceived value and then a mix of just like what they know about you, right? As a person. That's why it's important to build yourself as a person and like not necessarily show it, but just like let your actions do the talk, right?
Let your actions do the talk. Yeah.
Like not show it for them, show it for yourself, and then just let everything else do its thing. So first year making 6 figures. How did that even come about in barber? Because from an outside perspective, like for me, someone that's not in the barber industry as much as you guys are, like cuts like 40, 60 bucks, whatever. How many clients do you have to have in order to make those 6 figures? Like how many hours do you have to put in? How does the work look like? Go into that.
Bro, so for me, like I started, at my parents' garage. I was doing free haircuts. Like I would say from early on, I really realized like the importance of social media and marketing. So I was always posting my haircuts. Like I remember during the last weeks of junior year, it was like one of the last days of school. And I remember like I didn't have a car. I didn't have any way to get home, you know, early. Everyone was stepping from school early.
Okay.
And I remember fucking being stuck in the classroom. I was like, bro, I have nothing better to do. Let me actually go take the clips I have that I wasn't gonna post of my first haircut and let me fucking edit that into a reel. So I went out, like I fucking left class. I told the teacher I gotta fucking go to the bathroom, bro. And I just fucking stepped into the hallways, sat down on my phone, and I edited my first barber reel. Just fucking sat in the hallway.
Really?
Skipping class. Yeah, on like the last week of 11th grade, like last day. So yeah, everyone else was going home early. I was hoping to go home early, but that's where I edited my first barber content. So yeah, I just sat down in the hallways, bro. Fucking edited a reel.
Right there. And how did that reel do?
Did terrible, bro. It's my first one.
Yeah.
Did no views, nothing, bro. Like quality was terrible. The cut was not good at all.
But it's the first one.
It was the first one. It was a start.
Yeah,
a start. So from there, you know, some people started to like kind of troll about it. Oh, he's a barber now. He thinks he's a barber now. Like, you know.
Right.
Some people were, you know, interested in getting cuts, but then when you actually, you know, all right, bro, like let's go sit down and cut. Nah, bro, I'm gonna wait.
Yeah, exactly.
So I did eventually get some clients to trust me with the free haircuts, which I'm grateful for. And then from then, I went ahead and built up a clientele. Eventually, I made the jump to a shop about 8 months after I started, 6 to 8 months after I started. I started at a shop. Hold on, let me get this. The fuck? His setup is weird. I bet. So I started at a shop. I started charging 10 at the shop.
10?
Yeah, $10, bro.
Wow, that's rough.
Yeah, $10 haircuts, bro. So I guess at that point I was still working my other job at Chipotle for 12 an hour. So in my head, I was thinking, damn, I'm just trying to get up to $12 a cut. This way I can replace my income.
Right. Okay.
So I ended up going up to 15 for a cut. And I went and quit my Chipotle job. So from there, I had a little more free time. I guess from there, I kept posting content. I kept studying social media, the algorithm, and kind of what was working. And yeah, bro, like from there, I really was able to improve my content over time. Start getting some new clients at that lower price point.
This was at $15.
This is at $15 a cut, bro. So I was already seeing new clients from social media in my shop at that lower price point, and I, you know, went up to 25 from there. I would say one of my biggest jumps though was 25 to 40.
25 to 40.
Yeah. So when I started charging 40, that was when I was charging like those, you know, more experienced barber numbers.
Yep.
But this was just with a year of experience cutting hair. But I had the demand for it based off like my business, right? My social media, my clientele, I had the demand. So from there, I rebuilt up everything that I had.
And so throughout this year-long journey, a lot of change. Do you have any like specific client that stuck with you from the beginning all the way up until now, or?
Hell yeah, bro.
Really?
I do. Shout out my boy Yvonne, bro. He stuck with me since
really?
$5 haircuts, bro. He let me do his beard, bro. Like, you know, I remember I told him, I was like, bro, this is my first time using a straight razor blade. Like, if I cut you, don't say anything, bro. And he was like, all right, bro, go ahead. And you know, he still comes back. He pays that 85 happily, bro. And
really,
honestly, I didn't even expect it from him. Like, but you know, there's a few others as well that still come back and pay that higher price point, whether they were at $5 or $50 or $25. Whenever they started coming to me, and they still come back and pay that price point. And it surprises me every time, and I truly appreciate it, really, that loyalty from the clients. And I asked them about it, you know, and the response is typically like, oh yeah, bro, like I see you growing, you know, I see, you know, that I want to support you, and I'm actually very grateful for that, because you know, it means a lot that my own clients that I interact with are seeing and recognizing my own growth. That, you know, sometimes it feels like you're doing all this work and you're not seeing any change, but it's good to know that, you know, other people are noticing that.
Yeah, it's like going to the gym, right? You go to the gym every single day, you look at yourself in the mirror every single day, so like you feel like you're not making any progress because you can't see it.
Yeah.
Right? But like the friend that hasn't seen you in a year
He said,
it's
"Shit,
like,
bro, you got
holy
bigger,
shit."
bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you're like,
you're
oh,
all
I guess
jacked.
I did.
Like, you going to the gym, you eating good, man. I see you. So it's like, it's the same thing.
Hell yeah.
So it's cool, and that just goes to show that it's not really your fault that people see you as that. It's just, like I said, like the mindset shift for them hasn't happened yet, because like the same people that there's people that will tell you down, and like will talk shit, will do whatever, based off of the person they met beforehand. But then there's also people that will support you because they know where you came from and they know where you're at now, so they see the change. Right?
That's
So
that's a huge thing. People really recognize the growth, and not a lot of people do it first. Anytime you change, people are like, "Oh, you changed. Oh, you're different now." But it's like, bro.
That's the point.
That's
the point.
It's like you see those videos on Instagram. That's the point. It's true, bro. Like the whole point was to change and to grow, bro. And I feel like in general, running a business teaches you so much about yourself. And like I say, like it's not about the business growth. It's about you changing yourself, right? You change your habits. You change how you operate. You change your daily routine. You change all these things. You become a more disciplined, a more faithful, a more smartly calculated movements, right? Once you change those habits within yourself, business growth is inevitable.
Interesting. No, I'm definitely with you on that. And a question that I've always had about barbers is like, okay, so let's say you're charging $50 a cut.
Yeah.
The shop, how much does the shop keep?
So the way we have the shop is that it's booth rent, which means that every week I pay a fee to the owner.
Right, you're paying for the chair.
Yeah, I'm renting the chair.
Okay.
Everything else I keep.
How much is that fee?
So for me, I started paying $200 per week.
$200 a week?
Yeah.
Okay, that's not bad. It's like what?
So like $800 per month.
Yeah. It's not bad. 20 cuts out of 40.
Yeah.
Damn. That's crazy. So when you were at $40, like, did you feel pressure from that 800 rent?
I wasn't, just because like I knew I'd been paying off booth rent since I came to the shop at like 15 and 10 a cut. So really I got used to it, especially by the time I got to 40. That was like 5 cuts per week, and I was doing like 30. So I already knew it was all good.
Okay, that's cool. And is that kind of how every shop works, just renting out chairs?
So some shops are commission based, where they take a commission off of each cut.
All right.
But personally, I think most barbers as well prefer to have booth rent, just because it gives the barber more freedom, more control of their business and stuff like that.
Right. Yeah. It's not too soul sucking.
Yeah.
Because it's not commission.
Yeah.
Which one do you prefer? You prefer the rent?
Hell yeah. Commission, it feels like you're an employee.
Yeah, definitely.
The shop owner has a lot more control in your business. But you can really be a real business owner with booth rent, because you're just renting a space.
Interesting. Okay. And did you go into this whole barber journey like as a passion, or kind of like an art that you saw, or was it really just because you needed money, or what was the main purpose behind it at the start?
Yeah, so it was definitely for fun, bro. Like, I started cutting up my little brother's hair. It was just kind of for jokes. I bought the clippers. And then eventually, the main reason was that haircuts got, for me, expensive, bro. Like, my barber had started charging $40. So I was like, damn, bro. Like, hopefully I could split half and half with my mom, and like, I can come up with 20. Maybe I do $5 cuts. I do 4 or $5 cuts.
Dang, they're getting lit over here at the bar.
For real,
it's
bro.
crazy. But yeah,
bro, hopefully I can, at least make 20 a month from cutting hair. 20 in a whole month.
Yeah.
Bro, hopefully I can come up with
20
that.
in a whole month is crazy.
Yeah, bro, that was my goal. My original goal was to make $40 a month from cutting hair, so I could pay for my own haircuts.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're cutting hair to pay for your haircuts.
Yeah, because I didn't want to spend my Chipotle money on that. I was working at Chipotle at the time. I wanted to save the money from that, so I was like, bro, I'm not about to dip into my Chipotle paycheck for a haircut, bro.
Exactly.
Like, I gotta find another stream of income.
Exactly.
So yeah, I started for fun, for sure.
What's your favorite cut to give?
My favorite cut to give, bro.
Yeah. When someone tells you, "Hey, I want this," and you're like, "Oh yeah, oh yes, sir."
At low key, my favorite cut to give is like a burst fade, bro.
A burst fade?
Like a burst fade mohawk. I like doing those. Those are pretty fun.
Mohawks, really?
No, it's like more of like a mullet. It's like the one that goes down, the burst fade.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I see.
those are tough.
Is it because it's easy, or is it just because like you like how it looks?
Nah, I low key like doing them because not a lot of people get them. It's like a chill cut. I used to have it. It's different.
Interesting. What do you think about the change of like hairstyles in men, right? Because from what I remember, 4 years ago, it was really just a regular fade, and then keeping the top either a little bit curly or short.
Yeah.
And now it's, a mullet, kind of like a dirty mullet.
Like that Ronaldo, went from like that Ronaldo comb over back in the day.
Exactly. They're bringing back old hairstyles. Like, what do you think about that? What do you think that's happening?
Well, I feel like, bro, like it always changes, I guess. I mean, I've only really been a barber recently, but I remember going to the barber shop back in the day. I would always ask for like a comb over, like Ronaldo, with a little part in the side.
Yeah.
Or sometimes I would think about getting like some type of design.
Right.
But now, I mean, most people want like a messy look.
Yeah.
The trends always change, bro. So really just depends.
You think women kind of tell the men what to get in a way?
That's a good question, bro.
I don't know, man. What do you
I feel like it's just TikTok, bro.
You think so? Social media?
Bro. Yeah, social media, bro. Whatever people see. Yeah, bro.
It just kind of takes off from there.
Yeah, for sure. People always come in. The TikTok, yo, let me get this exact cut. It's always something from a TikTok.
Right.
Show me a TikTok. Bro, let me get it. It'll be like half the time, it'll be like a TikTok thirst trap. They'll be like, oh, let me get this cut, bro. I want the exact cut that he has, bro. So I guess, yeah, in a way, like, bro, it really can be like the females that dictate it, bro, because you see some TikToker getting all these girls in his comments, shit, he want his haircut.
Right. Interesting. You think it's the same way for girls too? Like whenever there's like, let's just say like a super hot IG model or whatever, and
For like hairstyles?
yeah, like nice hair. Like you know how girls just be dyeing their hair or like cutting their hair.
The red hair?
Yeah, like whatever. When they change their hair.
Yeah.
And then the guys, go all out for them. Like, do you think that incentivizes other women to do the same as well?
Yeah, it's probably the same depending on everyone, bro. Like I know definitely like the red hair, how girls be dyeing their hair red. But yeah, bro.
That's crazy. That's good. And then so that early mindset shift, who were kind of the influencers or the people that you were looking up to that helped you kind of grow up in that sense?
Yeah, so back in the day, I would say for sure, like, content creators, like, there was a guy, like, obviously the big ones like Vic Blends, 360 Jeezy, Chris Bossio, those are big names within the barber industry.
Yeah, I know Vic Blends. He's
yeah,
cool.
He's tough, yeah.
He's tough.
And then, I remember seeing my guy, Javi Fades. There was this one guy, and I saw like my journey as like a 17-year-old barber, and it was like my 5-month progression as a 17-year-old barber. I was scrolling, and I saw the video of like, this guy's haircuts, at first they were shit, and then he actually got better within the 5 months, and I was like, bro, 5 months isn't that long.
Nothing. Yeah.
So I remember like I had messaged him or whatever on Instagram, and he was a pretty small page at the time. So I messaged him, I was like, bro, like I seen your progress, like I want to start. And he basically talked me into getting started. He was like, yeah, bro, like I got you with any tips. Send me your haircuts, I'll kind of walk you through it, help you out. So yeah, that guy Javi, bro, he definitely helped me out. It was just some random barber from, I think he cuts in Chicago. I found him on Instagram. He was kind of walking through me through my process in the start. He was telling me, just trust the process. Definitely, bro, I was inspired by like my own barbers, bro. My boy Brandon, Marvin, Red, Sammy. Those are some of the barbers that I got cut by, like within Wise Cuts and within some other shops in Virginia. Probably some other barbers from back when I was overseas too, bro. Like, I used to go get cut on the military base there. I got finally started getting good cuts there. There was like a guy who was like also in the military. He cut on the side. Before that, I was getting, trash haircuts by like the army base, like the little shop there.
Yeah.
Then I started going to like some guy that cut out like his barracks or whatever on the base.
Interesting.
And so he actually gave me a nice cut. So I was like, okay, you know, I finally got a nice cut here for once, bro, after getting like, you know, messed up for years. So those are definitely like all influences in, you know, me taking the leap, starting the journey myself.
That's interesting. That's so cool how it's so cool how another person can influence your life and change it for the best, right?
For sure, bro, yeah.
That's interesting.
What do you do, bro?
So it's funny because Chris asked me the same exact question. So
What do you do, bro?
so I have a landscaping company.
Okay, and how did that come about for you, bro? Like, was it kind of like passed down, or you started it yourself? Or?
So I started myself. And initially, I worked with my, I don't know how you call it, like, I guess ex-father-in-law for a little bit in his business, helped him out, made it.
So you helped him grow his business, basically?
Yeah. Well, to whatever extent I could, right? Because I didn't know anything.
Yeah.
And so, more in the business sense, not really in the field, right? So just looking at the invoices, and
Yeah, you just worked with him to scale up his business.
Right, just numbers-wise, and then I don't know, just kind of fell in love with the whole business aspect of it. Not really the landscaping part of it.
Just running a business.
But just actually running the business and growing it.
Yeah.
And then after a while, I was like, you know what, it's not that bad. I can do it on my own.
Do your own, right?
And then I did it on my own. And then it's probably the hardest thing I've ever done in my life, but it's working out so far.
Working out so far?
Yeah. Let's fast forward to now. What are you currently doing now? Like, what is the change that you're making now in your business?
Yeah. So I mean, like I said, I guess the main shift in the barber business is just quality over quantity. That goes hand in hand with, like, you know, starting my own business coaching, where I'm actually spending less time in the barbershop and more time helping out other barbers. I guess the biggest shift is just going from being like a barber to a coach, and you know, a lot of things that come with that, such as, you know, I did realize that eventually I didn't want to be standing on my feet all day doing haircuts.
Right.
You know, I wanted to stop trading my time for money and instead trade value for money. And, you know, that was the start. I had a lot of limiting beliefs in the coaching phase, but I feel like the benefits of coaching versus barbering made me want to take that leap. And it did take a while for like the pieces to connect and for me to realize that actually I found coaching more fulfilling than barbering, because I really did realize, like, I was able to be a positive influence on someone's life. I was able to be that mentor that I needed back in the day. So what systems are you putting in place, bro, to ensure, because I know you said you don't really like the actual, like, you know, the physical work aspect of it.
Right.
So let me ask you, like, what systems are you putting in place to kind of go ahead and ensure that, like, you're able to, you know, I guess able to buy back your time, because I know that's something huge, like, as business owners, we want to delegate tasks and we want to buy back our time. Put systems in place so that the business can run automatically.
Right. So I feel like first you have to figure out what kind of systems you're even looking at, right? Because different systems work for different businesses. And so the more you educate yourself on different types of businesses, you can copy and paste and, like, kind of adapt it into your own, right? So, for example, something that you might see, you know, at an AC company, you might be able to copy it into a landscaping company, or same thing for roofers, or same thing for plumbers, right? Because they're all home services. And so first you gotta educate yourself on that, and then once you educate yourself on that, you have to figure out what kind of leverage do you currently have, right? Do you have more money than you have people? Do you have more time than you have money? Do you have more people than you have work? Do you have more work than you have people, right? And so once you figure out which leverage you have the most, then you use that leverage in order to bring up everything else, right? So you have a lot of money, but you don't have a lot of work.
You gotta leverage money, time, work, everything, 100%.
Exactly. So those are the main course of the systems, right? So if you have time but you don't have money, you go out and look for the work yourself, right? You walk, do door-to-doors, do door hangers, do all types of advertisement that you can in order to get the money. Once you get the work, you gotta hire the people, right? So you gotta really go out there and find quality people that care for what they do and seem trustworthy. And then once you find those people, it's just a matter of training and managing, right? And once you do that, everything else just kind of, it's just a constant cycle. So you're just repeating yourself over and over again, right? And then just building that system out is kind of the point where I'm at for the next couple of years.
Okay.
Rinse and repeat, pretty much.
So it's all about, you think, training the people, right?
Yeah, especially because home services is more labor intensive than anything else, right? We get the machines, we get the clients, and then the people are the ones that are actually getting the work done. So training, building a culture that people like to actually work at, people are actually making money and not, living paycheck to paycheck, doing something that's scalable, something where people can build a career off of and an actual future, not just
Yes, sir.
not
Providing
just,
for the employees.
exactly.
Yeah,
right?
let me ask
Providing
you
a
that, bro.
career.
So how is it leading employees? Because, I'll tell you, for me recently, right, I've become a mentor for other barbers.
Right.
So with me, right, I've started to delegate my time to other people, build a team.
Right.
I feel like the most important lesson that I ever had was when I made my first hire. And I really feel like I had a moment where I really realized that, like, being a business owner and having a team and having employees under you, that means that you're leading them and you're providing for them.
Yep.
And like someone else's living is depending on you.
Interesting. So now before we go into the coaching, because I have a lot of questions, why coaching? Because I know that what I thought was that, you become a barber, you get on your chair, you get your reps in, whatever, you get your clientele, and then you eventually want to own a shop.
Yeah.
Like, I thought that was it. Like, you own shops, you own multiple shops or whatever. Why not that?
Yeah, bro. So I actually hear that a lot. Well, why I'm not in the shop?
Yeah.
When am I going to
It
start
makes
opening
sense.
my own shop? For sure, bro. And like for me, it was just never the path I wanted to take.
Interesting.
I always knew that there was more than just cutting hair. And just for me, like, owning a shop, yeah, it sounded nice. But I kind of saw the potential with the internet in the barber industry, whether that was from content creation or whatever else it was. Honestly, like I never really thought of being a barber coach, but like I said, I had always told people, especially my parents, I'm not going to be stuck behind the chair forever. That was always a big thing.
Right.
I would always hear, oh, bro, you can't be standing on your feet all day, cutting 10 heads a day when you're 50. And I would tell them, no, that's not my plan.
That's the point.
That's not my plan. Barbering is a vehicle. Barbering is my first business. It's a vehicle that's going to generate me enough cash flow to actually move on to another business model that gives me, what I need and what I want out of life. So coaching actually reflected that. The opportunity presented itself, and I kind of did go all in from there, for sure. So yeah, I mean, the main reasons, I guess, why coaching, like I did realize that, you can work from anywhere. Obviously, you can make a lot more, but the main thing is that you are not trading your time for money, right? Your income is not relative to the amount of haircuts you do or the amount of hours you spend at the shop. It's more about your systems in place, and you're building like a real company. And then, like I said, what came later is really realizing like that is fulfilling, bro. Like I really love teaching and helping. I didn't know that I was that type of person. Like honestly, I never thought I would be in that position. But when I really put myself into that position and really thought about it, I realized like I am that type of person who is fulfilled by leading and teaching and helping. So yeah, bro, it's really about like, leading, I guess, bro, right? Like, this is the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Stepping into, like, for me, from a role as a barber to a role as actually like a business coach and mentor for other upcoming barbers.
Right.
It kind of made me shift from, thinking about only myself to really being a leader, having a team.
Yeah.
As well as having students, that I'm actually like, that have invested into me. And I really need to make sure that they, develop into the best version of themselves and get a return on investment.
Interesting. Yeah, I think that, well, I mean, one of the things that one of the skills that you have to really learn when you start hiring people is not only managing, right, but leadership, right? You gotta lead by example. You gotta stick to your word. Like if you're asking people to work hard, you gotta also work hard yourself.
Thanks, bro.
For a long while to prove that, like that's how the culture should be. And so the track record of just even starting at some point is not enough. You got to keep it up. If you're asking your people for constant work 24/7 around the clock, then you should be able to do that yourself as well.
Exactly, yeah. Something that I learned from my mentor, actually, he said that, number one, you always need to hold yourself to 10 times higher standard as your employees.
Exactly.
And the second thing was that, never kind of make someone do something that you can't actually train them to do yourself.
Exactly. And you know why you got to hold yourself as a higher standard? Because you have the potential to earn like 10 times as much as them, right?
Yeah, right. It's like if they do it 80% as well as you, it's still worth it. But you should be able to do the task actually better than them. You should have mastered that task.
Yeah, you should master the task before teaching it.
Yeah, always master the task before delegating. That's something huge that I learned.
Obviously, the end goal would be making a lot of money and then eventually stepping away, right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't owning a shop be an easier way of doing that, right? Because like you own the shop, you own the real estate, and then you can just go ahead and sell it off for whatever multiple it is.
Yeah.
And then I feel like the only thing with coaching that I have, like that's against it, would be that
What's up, bro?
Don't mind me.
what's up? The only thing that I would have against it is that it's always gonna rely on you, right? Like as the main character, the main guy behind the camera.
Yeah.
Or like teaching. Like how would you be able to, I guess, delegate that enough so that you wouldn't be a bottleneck on your own when it's time to step away from that?
Yeah, bro, for sure. So I would be like, I mean, I guess, eventually it's just going to come down to you and having a personal brand and kind of what you do within that. And you always have to be like the face of coaching. But other than that, bro, like I feel like that's just a lot easier than having to manage barbers physically in the shop. Let me ask you, bro, like being young, right? You're what, 19, 20?
20, turning 21 in like a month.
You're turning 21. How does it feel to be, in that position of being like, a boss and having people under you? I assume you have employees older than you as well. Like, how does that feel to be in that situation?
It's rough because this year we've been through a couple of people, and they're all older than me, right? 25 and above. And it's just from the jump, you have to. They should respect you by default, right? Everyone should respect people by default by the fact that you're a younger person. Paying them, telling them what to do, guiding them and stuff. Like, by default, they'll kind of feel like that's weird. And you yourself would feel like that's kind of weird because, like, you know what they say, like, you gotta listen to the older people. Old people know what they're doing, this and that. And so, just understanding that business is business. You're in that position that you are for a reason, and they come to you for work for a reason. And so, as long as you're able to constantly prove that what you're saying is true, and constantly prove that the way that you work is the way that the money will come, then there shouldn't be a problem, right? As long as you are the first one to give respect, then they'll give respect back. And if they don't, well, guess what? You can go ahead and hire other people. There's so much people out there looking for work. So there's no reason why, if you're running a legitimate business, a respectful business, and you're giving people career opportunities, there shouldn't be a reason why you should ever get disrespected. And if you do, you can just move on to the next person.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah, they say your work culture or the culture in your business is dictated by how fast you fire, not how fast you hire.
I like that one, bro. Yeah, that's good.
So,
for sure.
You gotta fire faster than you hire.
Fire faster than you hire. Definitely, bro. Yeah, I agree with that, bro. Like, if someone's not meeting your standard, you need to go ahead and communicate with them. And, if there's still issues of them not meeting the standard that you hold within not only your business, but between you, your employees, and the, community of your business that you've built, you need to make that clear that you maintain those high standards, and anyone who doesn't maintain your standards needs to go. Exactly. And that could be like, for business or for anything, but overall, like, it's about holding yourself to that higher standard.
Yeah, exactly that. Anyway, so the coaching. So you chose to go more the coaching route rather than the traditional shop.
Yeah.
So is that mainly just for the money, or what is the purpose behind that decision?
Yeah, so like I said, coaching, I guess the main point, right? It's not only about the money. I didn't really do it necessarily for the money. I did it more for the potential, like I said, time freedom, location freedom, and not having to be actually physically present in the shop to make an impact on the barber industry. You can still be in the barber industry without having to cut hair. That's the main thing, right? All barbers, I feel like it should be their goal to retire from cutting hair, right? And it is, right? Like, most of them want to either become shop owners or another alternative path, which coaching provides, right? You can become a content creator like Vic Blends or 360 Jeezy, or you can become a coach. And, with coaching right now, it's definitely like a big thing. There's a rush of it, and you know, for sure that like, you know, all the biggest names in the barber industry. Chris Bosio has one himself. Chris Bosio is a big name within the barber industry, a big barber educator. He is becoming a mentor himself as well on like, you know, how to own multiple barbershop locations,
Interesting.
how to build a barbershop empire.
So that's what I would think would be the like the straight pathway, right? Like you become a multiple shop
Physical
owner.
barbershop, yeah.
Yeah, and then like just I guess teach that.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
So in a way, what I'm teaching is how to scale up, how to become a high ticket barber, how to hit those 10K months, those 15K months as a barber, how to get monetized on social media, how to leverage social media, and how to make passive income as a business owner just from creating content.
Okay. So you're going more like, I guess, the Vic Blends way of just more
In a
social
way.
media targeting.
In a way, and also
And
in
the
a
coaching.
different way, where I'm actually teaching other barbers how to charge those prices that some barbers might say are unfair or impossible to even charge. 85 or 100 a cut, you know, some
Interesting.
other people in the industry might look down on it or whatever, but at the end of the day, it's very possible. And honestly, bro, quality of life, being an $85 barber, like it's amazing. You know, I don't have to work a lot. I'm very flexible with my time and still am able to earn a good amount. You know, the typical value of the person that's willing to pay 85 for a cut, they're usually punctual, respectful, very valuable conversations with them. They're people that value their appearance, aren't afraid to spend money to invest into themselves. And so you end up meeting a lot of, you know, smart people and a lot of very successful people and end up exchanging a lot of value.
Interesting. Yeah, it's like to quote Alex Ramosi, you know, solve rich people problem, they pay better.
Literally, yeah, 100%.
It is what it is. Once you get, I guess once you get to like that wilderness of like the middle ground of like, yeah, you might be charging a little too much for the cheap people, but you might not be charging enough to be looked at as like a premium service. It's like once you get through that weird puberty phase of just business overall, then you go into a premium service. That's when you start seeing like a lot of the money, a lot of lifestyle changes, a lot of like people starting to look up to you just because of how you charge, how you handle yourself. So I think that's definitely true. So, well, how long ago did you start that coaching program?
Yeah, so the coaching I started about in October. I really started like launching it and ramping it up last month actually. And then so far, bro, it's been a journey. Like I definitely say it's been like a lot of change, stepping into the role of like a leader and a coach and, you know, being a teacher of other barbers, especially in like so quickly, like, you know, barbers really come to me for help on how to grow their business, how to scale to their first, you know, 10K month, 15K month, whatever it may be. And so I have to be there to provide them those results and not only to help them become better at charging more as a barber or better in business, but I mean, I'm the one who's like a big believer of, you know, that your business is a reflection of you and your personal habits. So not only am I being a business coach, but I'm also being like a life coach. You know, I'm also being like someone that's going to provide them accountability and lead them by example on how to live, you know, a good life where you have successful habits and, you know, habits of a successful person.
Yep. And I mean, even if you zoom all the way out and look at really successful people like billionaires, millionaires, Fortune 500 companies, most of the CEOs, most of the younger ones, right, below 50, they all have very healthy habits, right? They eat very healthy. They go gym. They, you know, do their sauna. They do
have a good relationship with the higher power, bro. Good faith.
Exactly. They have a family, wife, kids. They're all settled down, and for a long time I wonder why, and I figure that it's mainly to control variables, right? In business, you have a lot of variables that, you know, you have client success, and you have client failures, and you have bad reviews, and then something goes wrong, you know, one of your vehicles breaks down, something horrible goes wrong, and that's business, right? You learn to live with that. But then on top of that, if you come home and then your wife is mad at you, or your kids are mad at you, or you're eating shit, or you feel like shit, or you're fat, you're overweight, that just adds on to all the pressure.
Facts. And you want to make sure everything outside of the business is smooth.
Exactly.
So you can operate.
Exactly.
Yeah, at that higher frequency.
I feel like by controlling those variables so that you feel your best when you're doing business, it's basically the equation for success. So that's an important step.
Yeah, bro. So you feel like overall then habits are something that dictates success largely.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's like, and not only that, it's a testament of dedication, right? Because eating healthy takes a lot, Working out takes a lot. You know, building yourself up as a person, emotionally, spiritually, physically, it just takes a lot. And it's very easy to get derailed or like diverge from the point because of the world we live in, right? It's very easy to get shit food. It's very easy to go get fucked up. It's very easy to do very bad things. And so just knowing how to say no, again, fire faster than you hire, saying no more than you say yes.
Yeah, that ties into everything, bro.
Yep.
Like people you're around, everything like that.
Yeah, exactly. And then that's when you really have to step back and look at your personal relationships, right? Whether it's love interests, whether it's your family, or whether it's your friends, and you really got to know, like, you got to step back. And it takes some balls, right? Like, who serves me good? Who serves me bad? Who cares about me? Who doesn't? Who is a bad influence? Who's a good influence? Who do I have to cut off? Who do I not have to cut off? So all that is just, I feel like that's the moment where boys turn into men and really start chasing a purpose in life. So to quote our friend here,
Yeah.
where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Yeah. So in 5 years, bro, honestly, hopefully, bro, I have built a coaching empire, bro. Like, I want to be one of the biggest barber coaching brands. Fully retired from barbering and just helping other barbers within the industry, or maybe even something bigger than that, bro. Like 5 years is a long time. I haven't even been a business owner for, hardly over 2 years. So to say 5 years is crazy to me, bro. Overall, like within the business and within, my own personal development, I hope I've really achieved like a mastery of myself and really achieved everything, bro. 5 years, I feel like I could achieve everything I ever wanted in 5 years, bro. 5 years is a long time.
That's cool.
So yeah, bro. I hope to have mastered myself in all aspects. Hopefully, retired, be able to give back to my family, bro, and being able to grow my faith. Sure, bro. So for you, how did you come about your purpose then, bro? Was there a moment where you had an epiphany?
So funny thing, that's why I asked you if junior year was kind of your unlock. So junior year was kind of my unlock too, and mainly because of the whole COVID thing.
Yeah.
Everybody stayed. I think that's what a lot of people's unlock too. Like, I don't know, just stay home. Like, what am I really doing with my life? Like, I'm going to school. I'm bored as fuck. I need to make money. I want to make money. And I remember sitting on my computer. I literally searched up like top 5 jobs that pay the most. And then the top one was like neurosurgeon, and then it was like, it's like old doctors and lawyers and stuff.
I feel like that's a canon event,
Yeah, and then I was like, okay, like, I know I have to go to school for that. For how long do I have to go to school? And then it's like 6 to 12 years of college, not even like regular school, like college. And I'm like, okay, if I have to do it, I'll do it. How much is college? And then you look at lawyer schools, you look at all like the doctoral programs and all the stuff that you have to do, and it's just so much money. You're spending hundreds of thousands of dollars up front in your early 20s in order to make, good money on the way out, but like you've dug yourself a hole if you don't have a scholarship.
Yeah, so what made you choose like the path of, entrepreneurship over the traditional route?
I've always been amazed at like just hearing people earning millions and millions of dollars a year and like building cool things, right? Like, you have a phone that was built by someone that took a risk, right? And like even the clippers that you're holding, right? Someone took a risk and made those clippers, and now they're $1 million brand. And so at some point I figured that people that make stuff, people that bring a solution to a problem that other people have, are the ones that make the money.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Business is all about problem solving, right?
Problem solving, yep.
I'll say, bro, in my own experience, like one of the main reasons I was able to scale up as a barber, I always preach it all the time. I was a problem solution based barber. I wasn't a jack of all trades. I specialized in one problem. So, if people were having certain issues with the haircut, such as like insecurities, like a receding hairline, a patchy beard, I was the one who would fix that insecurity for them. And so by providing a solution to somebody else's problem with their appearance, you can't put a price on that. I can charge whatever, right?
Yeah. It's a very emotional sell, right?
Yeah.
Because like you said, they feel insecure about their patchy beard. They feel bad because their hair is falling off or whatever. And like, okay,
you fix them up.
Yeah. How much is that insecurity worth to you, right? Like, maybe they're very successful people. Maybe they have a lot of money, but they don't have that girl that they want. Or
that confidence is something that you could sell.
They don't have that confidence. So like, how much is your confidence worth to you?
Yeah, for sure.
That's I feel like it's very important.
Yeah. So for me as well, like I'll say, making the shift from barber to, mentor and online coach, right? Now I feel like I even have a greater purpose because I went from serving clients and helping clients to live their best life and feel their best to really helping other young barbers who are in my position. It's almost like I'm helping the old me to develop their business, giving myself game from back in the day. And it comes back to problem solving, right? Like I'm solving someone's problem. Someone doesn't know how to get their business to 10K a month. How are they going to get there? The strategy that they've been using, they're not working. They don't know how, right? They're losing money every month by not knowing how to make that 10K. So for me, I help them get there, and I provide a big solution to, like in a very urgent problem within their business if they reach like a ceiling.
Right, and then you just hit them with the, okay, how much is 10K worth to you?
Exactly.
Right? Like, let's say someone's struggling making $2,000 or $3,000 a month, and you have a system, a proven system that can get them to 10K and above. It's like, okay, hey, like you got to pay this much to get this much, but like you'll make your money back in the first month or so.
Yeah.
So,
and it ties back to a lot of limiting beliefs that people have. A lot of ways is in this should be how barbering is. This is the traditional belief of how barbers work and how the industry works, and the more experienced barbers should deserve to charge more, and it's not about demand. It's a lot of ignoring basic business principles, and that's what a lot of people neglect. I feel like I should charge this price without having those systems and those numbers to actually back it up.
Interesting. So, what kind of how would I say this? I think, how important is faith in business ownership to you?
Yeah, bro. So I speak about this a little bit, but faith, obviously it means like being able to believe what isn't proven or what isn't there. So having faith in yourself means having confidence in your own abilities. I was speaking on this earlier, bro, when like you put up, but I was basically saying that faith without action, right? Like it says in the Bible, faith without action is meaningless.
Exactly.
So you need to pair faith with action. But having that faith in yourself, like I think something my mentor taught me, he said not to think what if, but when. I believe he said not what if, but when, or even if, right? So not what if something bad happens, but even if something bad happens, I have faith in myself to know that I'm going to persevere through that and I'm going to get to the next level, right?
Interesting. That's an interesting way of looking at it. So would you say that when you talk about faith, is it like a mix of like religious, like I guess Christian?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, so I'm Catholic, but I would say, my own journey with my relationship with God, I'll speak on that, bro. Like that's something that grew along with me as my barber journey, right? Like I would say, it all coincides, bro. Like outside of the business, personally, I was at a very questionable point. Like I was very stressed about a lot of things. Back when I started the barber journey, I was like very stressed between school, being still my first year at a new school and, moving schools, moving to, not only like a new state, but moving from overseas, like back to the United States where I had grown up after 6 years and just like, being in a new school, right? In a new, in the DMV, I had really never moved here before. So it was a lot different. So it was a lot of change, right? I think the only person I really had to count on was myself. But when I realized that you can't really do anything alone, your own self-doubt starts to get to you. That's when I really had to really, really like strengthen my relationship with God. Like I really became from more of like a lukewarm Christian who goes to church because my parents make me, to really developing my own definition of faith and my own relationship with God. And I began prayer, bro. And from there, I feel like God called me to actually take action and start my barber journey. I remember praying at night that, I would manifest, right? They say manifest. Right. I'll pray at night. I would imagine myself, my goal was to get into the barbershop that I currently work at. And I didn't know if it would be possible. Like I didn't know if I would be able to do it. But I would manifest myself. Like I would say prayers and, I would pray that one day I'd be cutting in that shop next to my old barbers that literally used to cut my hair, right? Like I look up to them. And yeah, I just wanted to get to that level. And from there, I kept, continuing with prayer, kept getting closer to God. And he gave me that belief that, everything's happening for a reason. And I'm where I need to be. I'm where I need to be right now. The future is whatever, but, the main thing is that if I keep my faith in God and he's going to continue to bless me as long as I continue to, follow his teachings, do what he wants from me. and just be able to like, we can close the door real quick. You trying to close the door, bro? No. It's like it's just straight. It's an air compressor. You just close the door on the left. On the left. Yeah. Bro, that guy geeks me, bro.
Jesus Lord.
Let's wrap it up though. But yeah, bro, like, with God, I feel like as I grew my faith, my success in business continued to flourish. And I always said as well, like, some of my goals long term that I didn't know how to achieve them, but I knew I wanted to implement were, one, to retire from barbering, not be stuck behind the chair. And, the other thing was just to have a Christian-based business that helped lead other people to God. And I feel like, with my coaching program, and just, like, generally, with the conversations that I have in the shop, I always try and just, like, credit, my blessings to where they really come from. And it is from God, bro. Like, I couldn't have done this on my own. This isn't me, bro. Like, this is me, but at the same time, like, obviously, bro, like, this type of growth is not normal.
Right.
It's something that comes with, it's something that's out of my control, and it's a blessing. And, I truly feel like any type of success is something that God gives you to actually, like, help others and make a difference in the world.
Yeah, no, definitely. I agree with you on that, especially on everything that you do and everything that happens to you, it's a blessing to you, and it's an opportunity to bless others as well.
Yeah, literally, it's, like they say, like, you're supposed to be a good, what do they say, a good steward of the blessings, like a good owner of the blessings, and like a good, somebody that can, these blessings don't belong to you, but they're a gift from God, and you need to take care of them and use them wisely to help, hopefully lead other people in their faith and, in turn, better other people's lives.
Exactly, and just give more than you take.
Give more than you take, bro, 100%.
Overall.
Yeah, it's like a quote that I also like. It says, what is it? I have it on my phone, bro, right here on my wallpaper. The law of compensation, I think it's from a book, The Go-Giver. But your income is determined by how many people you serve and how well you serve them. So that's something that really resonated with me. The more value you put out into the world, the more you help people, the money will come. You'll attract it.
I forget. So I heard a similar thing. So it's like, I can't remember who it was from, but it was like along the same lines. It's like really, really, really wealthy people, like multimillionaires, billionaires. They got rich off of saving someone's problem, and they got rich from like solving someone's problem and just helping that person become wealthier, richer, whatever, in whatever they
helping other people,
whatever they deem.
And the person that helps the most is going to be the person that's the real millionaire, bro. The real millionaire. Hell yeah.
It's really it's crazy how that works. And what would you say is the rate of success in barbers, like overall? Like, let's say 10 people try to become a barber. How many of those people are going to succeed?
I would say it really depends on how a person is going into it, bro. Like, I could tell you this, I could tell you that if I met that person and I knew them well and I knew how they were as a person, I knew their habits, I knew their mindset, I'll be able to tell you right there if they were going to be successful as a barber or not. Because the person who can be successful as a barber in that situation, say they have the mindset and the habits of a successful person, they're going to be successful in any field that they go into, as long as they understand the ideas of consistency and trusting the process of growth and putting in work even when you don't see results.
Interesting.
Consistency and all those concepts, someone who understands that is going to be successful in any area.
Interesting. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I feel like that's, we're all going back to the same thing, just habits, discipline, knowing what you want, especially before whatever happens, happens. What would you say is your definition of success?
100%, bro. Success means, for me, I need multiple things to have success. But overall, like, I feel like success just means being able to live comfortably, being able to live, relatively stress-free. Success means being able to give back to people, helping out, other people, providing actual, real, meaningful value to the world, changing lives, and, giving back to family, bro, and growing your relationship with your God, and, growing relationship with, God, and having faith. Someone that's able to really follow, bro. At the end of the day, bro, like, as I'm becoming even stronger in my faith, I'm realizing that the most important thing you can do is help other people out and lead other people to God, bro. Yeah. So, just being a good Christian, bro, is like very important to me. And yeah, I feel like that's success. As far as like anything else that people would typically say, you know, I always say it's more about financial freedom than actual like riches, right? Even God says,
Yep.
right, like in the Bible, wealth is something that God likes because wealth means that you have money to provide for people.
Exactly.
Your money is being used to help. Right, riches is more material. Riches is more flashy,
Right.
just spending.
Right.
But wealth, you know, that's something that people can actually provide. You know, and you can provide to people. So, I would say like long term, you know, success, being able to be a leader, being able to be a provider, being able to give back and inspire.
Interesting. Great. Great
Hell
way to
yeah, bro.
finish it off. I appreciate your
sir.
time.
Yes, sir,
Let's do
bro.
this sometime. Whenever you're successful, we'll do it again.
Hell yeah.
And again, thanks for the shops. Thanks for the time. Thanks for the light.
Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate
All
you.
right, dude.
Great
Stay.
interview, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, great interview, bro. Great conversation.
Yes, sir.
Let's get it, bro.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah,
Cameras, I see two people I've never seen in my life.
Yeah.
Him, you know, that's why I'm like, yo, homie, I seen you earlier today. But damn.
Thing with coaching that I have, like that's against it, would be that
What's up, bro?
Don't mind me.
what's up? The only thing that I would have against it is that it's always gonna rely on you, right? Like as the main character, the main guy behind the camera,
Yeah.
or like teaching. Like how would you be able to, I guess, delegate that enough so that you wouldn't be a bottleneck on your own when it's time to step away from that?
Yeah, bro, for sure. So I would be like, I mean, I guess, you know, eventually it's just going to come down to you and having a personal brand and kind of what you do within that. And you always have to be like the face of coaching. But other than that, bro, like I feel like that's just a lot easier than having to manage barbers physically in the shop.
Okay, that's cool. Give me just a second, let me answer this text.
It's good, bro. You looking for someone, bro?
No, I'm just looking at job.
Oh, you cut here?
Yeah, of course.
For real?
Yeah, for real.
Where you cut at?
Here.
Like which station? Oh, for real? That's what's up, buddy.
What about you?
Yeah, we
Just
cut here,
here.
bro.
Yeah.
You're just here.
Yes, sir.
What are y'all doing here?
We're recording content, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's permission?
The owner, bro.
Who is?
Jimmy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know?
I mean, I'm asking who's permission, so obviously I know who
Yeah.
it is. That's all I'm asking. I'm just, hey, look, don't get all like, you know, spiky and everything. I'm here just to look. You know, I'm just closing up the shop, so and I saw y'all in here, so I'm curious, like what's going on.
For sure, bro.
Okay, that's cool. And then so the coaching business. Do you have any current clients on that?
You're a very serious dude.
Nah. Hey, I appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, see that.
Hey, bro, I'm a little nervous being on camera, bro.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah.
I thought you was always behind camera.
I mean, sometimes, bro, you know. It's like a
I mean,
podcast saying it's more
whatever,
serious.
Like, you know, stuff that I seen. I thought you was always behind camera.
Nah, yeah, I mean, I am, bro, but it's like, this shit is like, you know, not like an entertaining. I guess it is entertaining.
In a way, it's
different,
more
bro.
informative than entertaining.
Yeah.
You know, what about you, homie?
So I'm the host of the podcast. I'm interviewing him. Yeah.
So I mean, I'm not for to interrupt y'all little thing that's going on. I'm just, you know, I just came by. I was like, wait, what's going on over here? I see people in this, you know, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, you're good. There was more people here like 30 minutes ago, but they all just
Yeah.
left.
I know,
Yeah.
but they didn't mention that y'all was here. That's what I was saying.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine. It's
So I
miscommunication.
was informed about that stuff. I'm just curious what's going on.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Not to come at y'all like, you know, any sideways or whatever.
That's fine. It's
Want
cool.
to see what's up.
It's all
You know what I
good.
mean? Trying to figure out, like, if y'all know. You gotta ask some questions, correct?
Yeah, yeah.
Not facts. What was your name, bro?
Lex.
Oh, Lex. you
Lex.
say?
Yeah.
What's the Lex Cuts?
Sorry?
Lex Cuts?
Uh-huh.
What is it?
No Lex cuts. Lex
What is it?
Never, Lex cuts, but that's a different type of cut. No. I'm a barber.
That's lit, bro.
Lex the barber.
Yes, sir.
Like the barber.
Master barber. I
Shit.
love that.
That's lit, bro.
That's cool.
So, How long you been working?
Me? I worked at the other one in Burke.
How long you been doing the barbering?
Like 2 years, bro. Damn near 2 years.
2 years?
Yeah. How long you, bro?
How old are you?
I'm 18, bro.
Bro, I've been doing that longer than you, man.
For real?
Been in your daddy's ball sack.
That's lit, bro. Respect, hey, respect, bro.
I'm just
You're
saying.
lit, bro.
And you just, what do you do? You just podcasting?
Yeah, and then I have I own a landscaping business, a landscaping company.
That's what's up.
Yeah, that's what's up, bro. Wait, so how
Bobby,
long you been cutting, bro?
Hey,
So he's with me. He does the cameras and
I
stuff.
seen him earlier today.
Oh really?
Yeah. You weren't you
Alex?
here earlier? Right? Yeah, I feel you.
Nah, that's what's up, bro. Wait, so
Yeah.
how long you been cutting?
Longer than you've been alive, bro.
Shit, bro. OG. I respect it, bro. That's what's up.
Just saying.
Hell yeah. That's lit, bro.
Yeah, man. 2 years in the game now. That's what's up.
Appreciate it, bro.
So how you like it?
It's lit, bro. I like being barber.
Yeah. What do you like about being a barber? I know I ain't trying to take your.
Yeah,
Nah,
you're good. You're good.
Nah, bro. I mean, like,
You're good.
bro.
You got some
Honestly,
time.
like, this is fun. This is fun helping out the clients.
Oh yeah. That's what we're trying to do.
Notes over there.
That's what we're trying to do. Yeah.
Hell yeah. I mean, bro. Honestly, bro. What I like about being a barber, shit, just, making the clients happy, bro. Honestly, bro. That's the best part. You give them a fresh cut. You get to see that confidence, and like it transfers to you. You know.
Of course.
Hell
I like
yeah,
that,
bro.
Yeah. That's what's up.
Nah, that's the best part, bro. And just seeing improvement, like a little bit better every day. You know what I'm saying?
Nice. 2 years in the game, man. That's what's up.
Yes, sir.
You see yourself in like 5 years from here?
5 years.
I might, dude. I'm asking you questions that he should be asking.
Might as well come on the podcast, bro.
You're good, man. Might as well take the chair.
know, right?
you good,
Listen, give me some notes right quick. Like, ask from this, ask from that. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Hey, listen. But go ahead, dude. I ain't trying to interrupt you.
Nah,
You're good.
Like I said, yo, I just came to see what's. So I'm like looking in there. I'm like, yo, what the heck? I see cameras. I see two people I've never seen in my life.
Yeah.
Him, that's why I'm like, yo, homie, I seen you earlier today. But damn.
Nah, that's funny, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, all right. That's why I'm just curious. I'm like, I was about to lock up. I'm like, yeah, what the?
Nah, shit. I feel you, bro. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
not for nothing. I'm just,
That's fine.
asking questions.
That's
trying to
cool.
see what's up,
I feel you, bro.
Jimmy and I go way, way back.
For real?
Yeah.
Go way back. Like kids sucking a pacifier. No, not that long.
That's funny, bro.
But we go way back, like high school, like man.
That's what's up, bro. Hell yeah. Bro, yeah, he opened up hella shops now. He has like this one, the Bird.
I helped him with the school.
For real?
Yeah,
That's
I'm
lit.
an instructor. I was an instructor there.
Respect, bro. Hell yeah. That's lit, bro.
That's cool.
Bro, the school is lit, bro. A lot of people went through that school. Jeff, all of them.
Yeah, I'm right here now.
Yeah.
You
Hell yeah, bro.
So I see them growing, but it's just like little things that I see. And I'm just like, bro, you need to take a little step back because I feel like they're doing too much.
Yeah.
They're doing
Interesting.
like that great that fast. It's like
Takes a lot longer than you think.
Yeah.
listen, hey, you gotta go through things, right?
Facts.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly,
exactly.
You have to
bro.
go through things because it's like, cutting anybody could cut,
Right.
correct?
Yeah, facts.
But do you know how to cut every type of hair?
Yeah, exactly,
We're
bro.
in a diverse area.
Exactly.
This is a very diverse area. So someone to learn and then someone to say, I don't take walk-ins as a new barber, but you're trying to learn the trade. It doesn't seem right to me.
Okay,
Right.
yeah.
You know,
Yep. Oh,
and the fact
you got
that
more.
you're saying like, oh, I'm a barber, and hey, what's up?
Hi.
What's up?
What's up, bro?
What's up?
All right,
What you guys doing?
friends from the neighborhood. This is the other side. Where's the side?
Hey,
Yeah.
Well, shit.
how y'all doing?
Chuck.
Good. How are you? Good.
Come here. Let me just talk to you real quick. I haven't seen you in like I haven't seen you in like 20
All
years.
right, I get it.
Like 40 years. You know what I'm saying?
30.
Yeah.
30. I know.
on just real quick, and then come back. He can come back.
I just want to
Yeah, sure. You,
He can come back, right?
yeah,
You can come back.
you can come back.
ask a question. How long is this gonna take?
Chill.
20 minutes
I
more.
could be done like
15,
20
20
minutes, bro. We're about to lock up.
Yeah,
I
15,
got the
20
key there.
What?
Yeah,
To here?
yeah. I could, bro.
Wow.
From Jeff?
Are you guys? I think what's going on? Do you guys work here?
Yeah, I work at
Yeah.
the Burke one.
Okay.
Yeah.
You do too.
No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't.
Okay, no, it don't matter. But you work at
No,
Bristol.
it doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Okay, that's
All right.
Yeah.
No, it don't matter.
No, it
Wait.
doesn't.
Yeah.
Just listen.
No worries.
Nah, don't worry, bro. I got you.
No.
We'll be out soon. 15, 20.
I think it's just. I think what I'm gonna say is what I think is disrespect because you don't work at this one.
Yeah, fact.
You get what I'm saying? And you around people's other shit. That's all I think that he's trying to say. But
Yeah. Nah, they're cool with it, bro. We were just here with all of them.
no, I'm not saying it's not cool.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is.
I got you.
Okay.
No
Thank
worries.
you. Appreciate it.
Be careful.
Just wait.
Y'all be easy.
Let the door close. Let the door close. What the fuck?
I told you, bro.
What
Bro,
just happened?
That's what old head barber envy looks like, bro.
Jesus Lord.
You heard, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
Hey, everything's on camera.
That shit's funny, bro. But yeah, you see what I mean?
Yeah.
Bro, you see what I mean with these older barbers, bro? You'd be fucking jealous. Bro, yeah, because look, I'm not gonna lie. Anyone in here that does content, bro, this is like an old school barbershop. So the young kids in here that do content get a lot of fucking hate. That's why they had
makes
to leave
sense.
the other barbershop. They were getting clowned on by like everyone, bro. So they thought they would come here. That's why I don't even know that guy, bro. That's why Jeff was like, everyone here be talking shit about you. I don't even fucking know who he is.
Right.
He knows me apparently. Shit. I don't fucking know, bro. Hey, now you know. Now you know how the barber industry is like.
That's just,
So that's a first-hand
crazy.
example. There's like these, bro. If you want my honest opinion of it, bro.
Yeah, strap.
Yeah, that ass.
Did
See
he?
that shit?
Yeah, I did,
That's why I stayed quiet. I was like, bro, I can't say nothing. What the fuck I'm gonna do?
bro. That ass, bro. I was like, what
Can't
the
imagine
fuck,
disrespectful, bro. And he-
I know. That's.
bro? Yeah, I was like,
That's why I was like, just chilling. Like,
what's up with,
Rest
bro?
of that shit.
Yeah, bro.
now when he started asking for permission, I was like, oh, I know where this is going. Oh shit, let's just leave. Oh Lord.
Blows, bro. But yeah, bro. It's like that old school entitlement,
Yeah.
I guess.
It's probably the time too. It's late. Let's
It
just,
is late.
Let's
Let's
get
wrap
through
it
this.
up pretty
Let's
quick.
get through this.
Yeah, that's funny though. He was, I've been cutting. How long you been cutting for?
Yeah.
Or he was like, you be on camera a lot. I was like, bro, how the fuck? I don't even know this guy, bro. Hell,
It's alright. He's like drunk or whatever.
yeah.
It is what it is. Anyways,
Let's get back to it, bro.
so